iPhone 5 versus iPhone 11, which should you buy in 2019? I just bought a brand new iPhone 11 256 gig in black, and I know what you're thinking. Sucker! Because the truth is, I had one of the best phones that you could possibly have. This iPhone 5 16 gig in white. Did I blow my dough? Today I wanted to do a fair comparison between these two. This one, which I got handed down to me from my mum. Okay, first up, let's talk cost. iPhone 11 delivered to my door with Apple Care for 2 years, $1,648 Australian. That's about $20 US, or I think 16 to 17,000 New Zealand, but check your local price guides. The iPhone 5, on the other hand, that cost me years of resentment and disappointment that I couldn't even afford to buy my own iPhone 5. But if you were looking to part with some hard-earned to score this, just take a bit of a Google search and apparently you can get these secondhand for as low as $8. That's just 2 cups of coffee, which I'm not going to give up for a day. Now let's talk about the look of these phones. One of the biggest gripes which I have heard about the iPhone 11 is this bad boy up the top here. Might be hard to see, but it is the notch. Show us your notch. It's this thing that's dropping down from the top of the screen. Personally, I think it's disgusting. I agree with the criticism. Doesn't compare to the beautiful, streamlined iPhone 5, which is a perfectly symmetrical rectangular screen. Just there we go. Look, it's all screen. It's all screen. Size-wise, the iPhone 11 comes in at 6.1 inches. Not to be outdone by the ample 4-inch iPhone 5, which people have been telling me for years is plenty big enough. I don't want to get bogged down in tech mumbo jumbo, but we've got to talk about some of the internals in these phones. Like the iPhone 11 has the A13 Bionic chip, which according to Apple is the fastest chip ever to be put into a smartphone. Different technology was used for the iPhone 5. It's powered by the ghost of Steve Jobs. I didn't spend enough time with my family. Another thing, and let's not beat around the bush here, guys, the iPhone 11, plain and simple, is marketed first and foremost as a camera. You only have to do about 15 swipes and you'll see the majority of the information on the Apple website about this phone is just camera this, photo that, video the other. It is just obsessed with being a camera, which I think personally is obscene. We want to focus in a phone on what a phone has traditionally been used for, and that is making good old-fashioned phone calls. Yes, hello? Yes, could I buy some drugs, please? Look, if you've stuck around this far, thank you for sitting through all that tech mumbo jumbo. I know it's very detailed, but let's get down to the nuts and bolts, and that is the user experience between these two phones. First of all, if you're someone who likes to use your phone, you know, all day and not have it go flat on you, I can give you the example that last night when I put my phone on charge, it was at 81% battery before I plugged it in. Compare that to someone who might be looking for a different user experience. I mean, if you can settle for, you know, maybe 10, 12, 15 minutes of battery while your data's on before it goes flat, then the iPhone 5 could be a perfectly reasonable choice for you. Look, let's not kid ourselves here. We're not comparing apples with apples because we've got a 256 gig phone versus a 16 gig phone. So if you're looking to store, you know, perhaps an hour or two of high quality, high definition video footage and a stack of photos, maybe some music and other files, then maybe you should go for the 256 iPhone 11. However, if you're, you know, only looking to store maybe 3 or 4 photos at a time before you have to back up your device, then this 16 gig iPhone 5 is gonna do you just fine. Of course, these phones aren't completely chalk and cheese. There are some similarities between them. For example, did you know that they ship with exactly the same inferior 5-watt charger, even though the iPhone 11 can handle fast charging with an 18-watt charger to get up to as much as 65% charge in half an hour, but Apple doesn't include it, and they want you to pay an extra $80 for the charger and the USB charging lead. But I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, they've still got the same charger, even though this phone is 7 years older and, you know, has gone out completely obsolete. You know, I've only just blown my whole life saving, but I don't need that included. Look, I probably haven't made this any easier for you, and I think that's okay, because maybe like me, you'll end up with them both with a usage for them both. Sure, the iPhone 11 is going to be my daily driver, so to speak. I'll use it for calls, texts, I'll get apps that I previously couldn't get on the iPhone 5, so it's going to have its advantages, but the iPhone 5 is not completely obsolete, because when those people come to you and say, huh, only got the 11, hey? As they flash their iPhone 11 Pro with an extra camera because they're compensating for something, I can say, hey, yeah, I only have the iPhone 11. What did you upgrade from? Why don't you give this bad boy a go, and I'll give you a call to see how things are going. I won't give them the call because their phone will be dead. Hey guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Probably not, but look, I have got a new iPhone 11, primarily because I want to get all over other social media platforms like a rash, so if you want to follow me, I'll put all of my channel links, profiles in the description below. You can check it there. Also, if you want to chuck this video a thumbs up, that would be great. Helps the channel. Subscribe, turn on notifications. I'll love you long time, and I will be back with another video very soon. You look so pretty, just walking along. You look so pretty.